Well, right now, polls have officially opened again about 2 minutes ago as voters are casting their ballot. A lot of folks are in line right now. I've heard some places someone commented 300 people in line.
Wow. Yeah.
So right now, Good Day Oklahoma's James Kiefover joins us live from Prospect Baptist Church, where there's a lot of people in line, but not that quite many. And the governor going to be voting there later today.
That's right. And Jameson, we've also had rounds of tornadoes and severe weather. So that's on a lot of people's mind on how that might impact their vote today. So tell us, will that weather have an impact?
Well, Shelby and Wayne, people have already been texting me this morning asking why the lines are so long. That is the problem that people may run into today, not when it comes to weather. State election officials have told us that when it comes to your vote, you should be confident here in Oklahoma because there are checks in place, even though we've had rounds of severe weather. Now, I want to show you this line really quickly because they already let in quite a few people, and you can see that line is still stretching through this parking lot. More than 100 people definitely here early in this line. So when it comes to that severe weather, we already had a lot of people vote early, but we're told you should not be worried if you are trying to cast your ballot today.
For example, every ballot box has an emergency compartment on it so that if there's not power to run the voting device, voters can secure their ballots in there and then they can be scanned later at the county election board where there would be power. In Oklahoma, other than life or death situations, there's not going to be much more going on that is more important than the general election.
He said there are a few polling places that were actually impacted by the storms, and if a polling place needed to be moved, the election board secretary would declare an emergency and be able to move it. Now, Governor Kevin Stitt, he announced a state of emergency after those tornadoes rolled through the state, and that allowed certain situations for electric companies, for emergency crews to get into those affected areas quicker, get the supplies they need faster to make sure that we were ready to go on election day. Now, there's about 2,000 people in Oklahoma County still without power, but if you have questions about your polling place, if power is out there, or if it's been changed, you can always call your county or state election board to get those questions answered. Reporting live for Good Day Oklahoma, I'm Jameson Kiefover.